What's going on, guys, and welcome to the free training on how to lose this extra body fat that you may have attained while working your 9 to 5 by using my 4-pillar process. Now, before we get into this, let me introduce myself. My name is Nick Green. I'm the CEO and founder of No Limit Fitness by Nick Green. I've been an online coach and a personal trainer since 2022, and I've helped hundreds of people get in the best shape of their life in a long-term sustainable way. This training is going to go over exactly how I've helped every single one of my clients lose fat, build muscle, and finally feel confident in the way that their body looks and feels. There's a lot to go over, so grab a pen and paper to take notes, put the video on 2x speed if you're crunched for time, and let's get into it. All right, welcome to the training. To simply break it down, I'm going to show you the process on how you can get in the best shape of your life. No matter your experience level, I'm going to explain to you how simple your workouts, nutrition, and routine can be to help you achieve your goals. With saying that, I'm glad that you're here. Many clients have utilized what I'm about to tell you in this training and have successfully gone through their own fitness transformations. Again, I'm excited to be able to share this information with you, knowing that it will potentially start you off on the right foot within your own fitness journey. Who is this training for? This is for high performers, entrepreneurs, corporate executives, and professionals who have built success in their career or business, but let their fitness take a back seat. Individuals already in the gym, but maybe hitting plateaus within progress. Those who want to be in better shape, but don't know where to start and have no structure in their training and or diet, or those looking to gain confidence in the way that they look, feel, and perform. What is the goal of this training? If you're here, it means you're interested in losing fat and keeping it off for the long term. Building a physique that matches your success, commanding respect and confidence, learning how to navigate nutrition to fuel the body properly, and increasing energy and focus for peak performance. These are some of the challenges you may be facing right now when trying to achieve your health and fitness goals. You may be feeling stuck and lost with what to do at the gym, struggling to know with what to eat and how to navigate nutrition, on and off consistency, frustrated with knowing if what you're doing is effective. You have tried numerous different approaches, but nothing seems to work. What I'm about to show you is our process to help every single one of my clients get in the best shape of their life. This is called the 4 Seasons of Athleticism. During this training, you will learn why most people have unsuccessful fitness transformations, No Limit Fitness's 4 Seasons of Athleticism, real life examples of how we are helping every single client achieve their goals, and No Limit Fitness's 4 main pillars of success. Before we get into it, a quick introduction into who I am. As I told you guys, my name is Nick Green. Growing up, I was very small. I didn't weigh very much, and I dealt with a lot of bullying. I played sports, but as I got into high school, I got very interested into weight training. I was uneducated about proper training and nutrition, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to accomplish in life. After weight training in the gym for some years, I decided to switch things up and started boxing. While I was still actively weight training, my primary focus was becoming a better fighter. Eventually, I went on to become a 2019 178-pound Iowa Golden Glove state champion. I started helping other fighters with their nutrition to make weight. I found a very big interest in it, so I became a certified personal trainer and a certified nutrition coach. So here are a couple clients that I've had the opportunity to help out just to show you how powerful this training really is. All these clients have gone through the process of what I'm about to show you and have absolutely transformed their lives. This is my client Dalton. He reached out to me desperate for help. He told me that he had hit the lowest point in his life and he realized he was throwing away years of hard work and dedication. Then he had woke up one day and realized he had wanted to turn it all around. He had no confidence and his energy levels were really low. The hard times he experienced really took a toll on him. He didn't have any drive and it was even harder for him to get out of bed each day. He told me he didn't want to wake up past 30 and wonder what he had did with all the time that he had.
I know I don't say this enough, but this program has really given me something good to work for in life and something to strive for. And with you in this program, you really helped me come out of a really low spot in my life. So thank you, man. Honestly, thank you.
This is my client, Jarrett. He is the owner of his own electrical company. He was a very hard worker, but he knew he had let himself go. He had a lot of bad habits going on, like daily gas station stops, getting bad food and or energy drinks, and he knew he needed to clean up his lifestyle. His biggest struggle was nutrition and knowing what to eat properly to lose this unwanted body fat. We got him set up on proper macronutrients, proper training in the gym, and the results speak for themselves. This is my client, Ayla. She was very honest with me from the start. She told me she lacked accountability by herself. She had reached out to a few different people, but nobody really pulled through. She came to me weighing 211 pounds with the goal to lose this extra body fat. She was struggling with her eating habits. She would skip breakfast and lunch, and she was hitting the drive-thru 2 to 3 times a week. Her portion sizes were her biggest issue. I asked her why is the time now to make this change in her life, and she said she didn't feel like carrying around the extra weight as it was wearing on her knees and her back. She followed the program exactly to a T and went from 211 pounds down to 186 pounds.
It's a decision that will help change your life. You can't go wrong. Hi, my name is Ayla. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Iowa. I'm a hairstylist. I didn't have a whole lot of movement. The fast food was right next door. It was actually quite crippling how much weight I had gained. I remember having a lot of back pain. My mood was really low. I was really tired. And then I found you in the midst of that. My gut went past my chest. Like, hey, just get that little push. You can do it. I can do it. We can all do it. And then once I started seeing the pound shed, I felt happier. I had more energy. I felt like life was starting to get back on track again. I know, you think that this is probably a waste of time. You probably think it's a waste of money. You could do this on your own. It's a decision that will help change your life. You can't go wrong.
This is my client, Jason. He came to me weighing over 270 pounds. He was type 2 diabetic. He would skip breakfast and lunch, and he had some bad habits going on in his life. He knew he needed a change. He wanted to get back into the gym, but he didn't have any guidance when it came to weight training. So we set up his proper macronutrients. We got him on a routine in the gym he could follow. Now he's no longer being treated for diabetes. He's lost weight, and he's building muscle, and he's the happiest and most confident version of himself that he's ever been. This is my client, Tyler. He is a full-time registered nurse, all while still going to school for his bachelor's degree. He came to me weighing 210 pounds with the goal of getting under 200 pounds and practicing what he preaches to all his patients at the hospital. By following the proper macronutrients and the training that I had set up for him, we actually got him down to 180 pounds for a total of 30 pounds lost. This was my client, Colton. He was very depressed when he reached out to me. Initially, he struggled with motivation and staying disciplined in the gym. His diet needed cleaned up quite a bit, but the biggest thing for him was getting crystal clear on his purpose. I asked him why he reached out to me in the first place, and his response was he knew he could be in a better position where he was at currently. Through the daily non-negotiables and staying on track with the plan, he lost fat, built muscle, and his confidence is now through the roof. I'm here to tell you how to take yourself from where you are right now to where you want to be. Right now, you may be unsure with where to start. You're struggling with consistency and accountability. You're lacking confidence in the way that you look and feel, and you're not sure what's best for you in terms of your workouts and nutrition. Where you want to go and what you want to accomplish is having a step-by-step game plan from start to finish, knowing exactly what you need to do to see these results in the gym. You want to ensure that your workouts are catered to building muscle and burning fat and that they're effective with your time. You want to know what to eat, how to eat for your goals while still being able to enjoy life and being able to enjoy the food that you love. So what I'm about to do is explain the 4 seasons of athleticism. When you first come into the program, this is going to be the preseason. This is just identifying the current nutrition approach and then making changes where necessary to create a change. We're going to keep the core non-negotiables in place. For example, if somebody can only consume 4 meals a day, I'm not going to make them eat 6 meals per day. We're going to set realistic expectations for the client. If someone is looking to lose 30 pounds but is barely eating 1,500 calories, heading into restrictions is going to be a poor idea. I'm not going to let the client compare themselves to how or who they once were. I'm only going to assess where they're currently at during this point, and I'm going to assess the current needs to determine the current stressors as well. Are they under consuming protein based off 1 gram per pound of body weight? Are there too many foods in their diet that are trashing their insulin response? Are they simply training on an empty tank? Are their carb sources bad? For instance, if they're eating Pop-Tarts, this is not going to give a good glycogen response, and therefore neurotransmitter balance is going to be off. So essentially the preseason is in place to drop all bad habits, figure out what works best for you and your current routine. Number 2 is going to be the in-season fat loss phase. This is going to be the big one that everybody wants. But before diving into a fat loss phase, maintenance must be established first. You must have a consistent energy flux before making a drop. Fat loss phases that begin out the gate have a short active life and are not durable to the test of time. By building your foundation at maintenance, you will have more food, muscle, and longevity to work with. Number 3 is going to be the post-season reverse diet phase. At this time, the client is lean, stress is high, cardio is high, food is low. Hormones are less than ideal, and failure to properly reacclimate the client out of this phase will result in binge eating, injury, or losing motivation when it comes to training. So for these reasons, the smartest thing we can do out of the dieting phase is properly reacclimate these factors. Number 4 is going to be the off-season growth phase. Before diving into growth phase, maintenance must be established first. This is the time where everybody says they're in the bulk. Majority of people like to do an off-season growth phase during the winter time, so that way when the nicer weather rolls around, we can jump right back into an in-season fat loss phase. The growth season is primarily to pack on the size and the muscle. At No Limit Fitness, there is 4 main pillars we utilize for success. There's going to be the nutrition, the training, the communication, and the accountability. Pillar number 1 is going to be nutrition. This is the go-to. This is the big one that everybody needs in their life. Whether I have you tracking your macros through MyFitnessPal to have more of a flexible dieting approach or going with a recommended firm meal plan, this is going to create the most success for people, as this is why everybody's developed the extra body fat that they want to lose. We have to develop a healthy relationship with food. On top of that, I send all my clients 16 new macronutrient-friendly meal plans that they can utilize to hit their macronutrient goal. The second pillar is going to be training. I have you download my training app where I set up everything based off of your current routine, whether you're on a 3-day split, 4-day split, or 5-day split. There's instructional videos on how to perform each exercise, and we utilize the principle of progressive overload. Since when you track your workout in the training app, if I give you 3 sets of 10 where you're coming in, you're hitting 10 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps, well, the next week you come in, I don't necessarily want you doing the same weight for 10 reps. We need to be pushing ourselves towards failure at the correct times. Third pillar is going to be communication. You have 24/7 access to me, whether it be for form videos, nutritional questions, or getting that mindset back right. On top of that, we do weekly check-ins with every single one of my clients to get that biofeedback from you. Did you complete all your weight training and or cardio sessions if that pertains to you? What is your sleep like? What is your hunger levels like? What is your stress like? I need to know all these single factors. As we get you more active in the gym, your body's going to demand more food for fuel. The fourth pillar is going to be accountability. This is the big one that everyone needs in their life. When you utilize my app, I can see the last time that you logged into the training app, when you started your workout, when you ended your workout. There's no guesswork. You can't get by me. If you haven't logged into the app in 10, 11, 12 days, this all goes back to the communication. I'm here to hold you accountable and poke you in the side of the head to make sure that you get this training done. So with saying that, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that there is just so much more information that I want to share with you guys. Information that applies specifically towards your personal situation. The good news is that you now know the framework and the information you can apply to get great results. You know what's possible when you commit to your goals, and you know what's possible when you follow the framework I just explained to you. All right, so where do we go from here? You can continue to try to do this on your own, which is obviously going to be high risk. You're going to waste your time and keep repeating the cycle of gaining weight, losing weight, being consistent in the gym, and falling off track again because you don't have anybody to hold you accountable. Now, the second choice is that you can join us and we can do this together. This is going to be a low risk option because it's going to get you faster results and allow you to finally break the cycle so you can get in shape and stay in shape for the rest of your life. All we're learning how to do this the right way so you can see results forever. Having the muscle, having the abs, being toned, being confident, and being proud of the person that you see when you look in the mirror. So how do I get started? So at this point, if you're interested in joining No Limit Fitness, all you have to do is send me a message on Instagram right here. If you're interested in utilizing the 4 seasons of athleticism, if you're interested in utilizing the 4 main pillars to create the most success for each client, if you are interested in creating a transformation like some of these past clients that I just showed you, all you have to do is send me a message on Instagram after you finish watching this video. So with saying that, I appreciate your time and I look forward to